Hey everyone, David here. On this episode of Cruising Calypso, we finally have a date to bring Calypso II home from Grasonville back to Marion. Stay tuned. So for those of you who have been following along since we purchased Calypso II, you know the boat is located in Grasonville, Maryland. Our goal has been to bring it back to Marion as soon as possible. However, the weather conditions have not been cooperating. In our last video, we talked about how we engaged a weather router to help us find a good weather window for that trip. Well, we finally have a decent weather window. Our plan is to leave Boston next Tuesday, head down, pick up the boat, and then depart Grasonville Wednesday morning, the 27th, and head to Cape May. From Cape May, we're going to head up the coast of New Jersey to Staten Island, Great Kills. From there, go through New York, past the Statue of Liberty, and into Long Island Sound, into Old Saybrook. And then from Old Saybrook, go to Marion. Now, the way this weather window looks is there is a front coming through the northeast, so we may have to hold up for an extra day, either in Staten Island or Old Saybrook, because a portion of the trip may encounter some heavy waves, so we don't want to do that. In a moment, I will show you the latest weather charts that we've gotten from WRI that show the weather conditions for our route. Now, folks have asked us, how did we prepare for this trip? And what we've done is a couple of things. First, several weeks ago, we shipped down about 3 boxes worth of gear and supplies that we think we'll need for the trip home, so that's already there. We have pre-ordered food through the Target that is located nearby in Grasonville, and we'll pick that up when we get there. And then lastly, we're going to bring additional clothing and whatever we need for the trip with us on the trip down. So hopefully we will have everything we need. We will have charts, we will have gear, we'll have the proper clothing for different temperatures, and we intend to make sure we are safe and protected for this trip. So here we are back with the WRI Sea Weather application. I'm going to put this in motion and show you what the weather looks like for our planned trip next week starting Wednesday the 27th. So as you can see, just to orient people, this is Grasonville, Maryland, Cape May, this is Long Island here, Cape Cod, and this is our destination in Marion. So you can see the first leg is highlighted in purple, so we'll watch that when I put this in motion. And what it's showing is right now, we're basically looking at tomorrow. We're tomorrow the 22nd. So wait till we get up to next Wednesday when we leave. As you can see, the colors show the wave heights, the purple being generally the lowest waves, the blue being the next level up, green being up from that, and yellow, and so on and so forth. So what we're looking for is periods of purple for the days we travel, and it's not only the wave height, but it's the wave direction that is important. There's a couple of days where we're going to have following seas, which are far more preferable to heading directly into it. So as the time lapse moves on, now it's coming up to Tuesday, as you can probably see here in the video, right here. Now it's coming up to Wednesday. So I will put the pointer right here on Wednesday, and what it's showing for Wednesday on this leg is seas around 1.5 feet in Delaware Bay. And I'm going to pause it here and bring up the next leg, which, as you can see, is Cape May to Great Kills on Staten Island. So let's see how that looks for Thursday the 28th. And that says you have 2 to 3 footers, but again, that's a following sea, so that shouldn't be too bad, and winds of 13 knots. So we're into Friday here, the 29th, and on the 29th, our plan was to do the leg from Staten Island to Old Saybrook. As you can see here, push through New York City, past the Statue of Liberty, and up Long Island Sound here. So let's take a look what that's showing there. That's showing conditions, it is showing wave heights of about 3 feet, getting a little down to about 2 feet in this segment, and that's for Friday the 29th. The thing we're going to watch out for is Saturday the 30th. I think we're going to have to hold up in Old Saybrook, because here, this leg back up to Marion, it starts to get pretty nasty in the upper ranges up here with Block Island Sound, and that's Block Island there, and this is Newport, and in Marion you're looking at seas of 4 to 5 feet. However, on the 31st, for that last leg, and let me bring up the last leg of the trip. There's the last leg there, Old Saybrook to Marion. And let me move this to Sunday, the 31st. And let's put that in motion. And what we see there are seas of 1 foot, 1.3 feet. So generally a calm day to make that last run into Marion. So there you have it. That is the weather we're looking at. And as I say, we'll probably have to spend 2 days in Old Saybrook to avoid a front that is moving through. But as always, we will be checking the weather each day, and we have the flexibility to adjust our schedule. And if we have to hold up before Old Saybrook, if we hope to hold up in Great Kills, for example, we'll do that. This time of year, fortunately, even though Memorial Day is Monday, and given the circumstances, there is enough capacity at all the marinas that we are stopping at that they have flexibility. So if we have to hold up, let's say, in any location, whether it be Cape May, whether it be Great Kills or Old Saybrook, we can do that, because again, the goal is to be safe and be comfortable and have a good trip from Maryland to Marion. So there you have it. While on the trip, my plan is to shoot lots of video, take lots of photos, and so I will put together a multi-video series on our trip back. So look forward to that. So lastly, I will put a link in the comment section below to my last video on weather routing and the video that shows the layout for the original trip. Now, since the original layout, we have changed the route a little bit. Originally, we were going to stop twice in Connecticut. We were going to stop once in Connecticut. So now, as I said, we're only stopping the one time. So take a look, and we'll see you next time.